Hey everyone, my name is Inaman Gracious, student at Macquarie. Today I'm here doing some simple tasks. I'm here to explain to you something about cache memory. Without wasting time, you can start there and then. Cache memory. About cache memory, see in simple terms, this is a temporary storage area that stores data needed in the processing to make the processing faster. Cache memory holds frequently requested data and instructions so that they are immediately available to the CPU when needed. It's a storage area, like a memory. Every memory is a storage area, but this one is temporary. In the earlier computers, they used not to have cache memory, which would make the processing slow. But in the later developments, developers came up with cache memory. This memory, as we can see, is just a temporary memory. It holds copies of the main memory or some pieces of data that are frequently used in a specific task being done on the computer. So it makes the processing faster, as if the CPU needs to fetch some data from the memory, it has to first check in the cache memory to see if there is some copy. If the data is there, then the data will be delivered to the CPU for processing, which will make the process faster. But if the data isn't in the cache memory, the CPU will just fetch the data from the main memory, but after fetching it, it has to first copy it in the cache memory, then later from the cache memory deliver to the processor to be processed. So that's all I can say about cache memory. Cache memory has levels. We have different levels of cache memory. Like you can see on the diagrams, we have the one cache memory, if it is a single one that connects the CPU to the main memory. Then the different levels, we have level 1, level 2, and level 3. So the 3-level cache organization, as you can see here, level 1 is smaller than level 2, but it is faster. So that's how they vary into their sizes. When it comes to level 2 becomes bigger than level 1, but the problem is that level 2 will be slower than level 1. As you go to level 3 will be bigger than level 2, but it will also be slower than level 2. So they vary according to their levels, how they increase. They increase being bigger, but decrease in the speed. So that's the disadvantage with it. So we can see how they are organized. That is their organization diagram. They just have cache connects the CPU to the main memory. If we move on to the mapping function of the cache memory, we have three mapping functions. We have direct mapping, associative mapping, and set associative mapping. Let us first do the direct mapping. Direct mapping is a simple technique that maps each block of main memory into only one possible cache line. So we see that in this mapping, every block in the main memory is specifically located to the specified block in the cache memory. So each block that comes from the main memory to be mapped in the cache memory, it comes with its specific location where it will be stored. So you can see, because of that, this may lead to cache conflicts, which are solved by the replacement method. The replacement method, we shall look at it later. The cache conflicts here we mean we can have an instance where the two different blocks from the main memory are specified in one single cache memory. So the computer has to do away with one block of data to remain with one, because each block in the cache memory only holds one block from the main memory. So if the two are specified in the same location, then we shall have cache conflicts. That's the problem with direct mapping. But its advantage is that it is faster, because when you read some data from the cache, when it was directly mapped, it will be easy, because you come with a specific location and pick the data and deliver it to the CPU for the processing. Then we go to associative mapping. This permits main memory blocks to be loaded into any line of cache. Here different blocks come and just and they are just mapped into an empty space or empty block in the cache memory. These blocks don't come with specific location when we are dealing with associative mapping. They just come and be delivered in a block in the cache memory. But this one tends to make the processing slower, because when we are to read data from the cache memory, it was associative mapped, so we shall have to simultaneously look for the corresponding tag, which will make the processing slow. Because if we had a specific memory, then it would be easy like indirect. But this one, for associative mapping, it will help us to do away with the problem with the direct mapping, which is the cache conflicts. Because here, the memory blocks from the main memory won't come with the specific location. Now, you just have to look for any location in the block that is empty for them to be stored there. So, we move on to associative mapping. This diagram shows us associative mapping, how it is done. Any block from the main memory is mapped to any location or to any block in the cache memory. So the third one is set associative mapping. This one is a compromise that exhibits the strength of both the direct and associative approaches while reducing their disadvantages. How can I say? We see the strength of direct mapping. It's that direct mapping is faster, but its disadvantage is that it has cache conflicts. And in set associative, its strength is that it does away with cache conflicts, but the problem is that it is slower. So in set associative, just takes up the strength of the both direct and associative mapping. So it will pick the first processing advantage of the direct mapping, and the strength of the associative, which is to reduce the cache conflicts, and uses them to come up with the mapping that will do away with their disadvantages. So that is the simple way to simplify set associative. Then if we move on to the replacement policies or the replacement methods, like how we had seen before on the direct mapping, but in direct mapping, so this may lead to cache conflicts which are solved by replacement methods. So replacement methods, these are used to do away with cache conflicts. These specify or these determine which cache block is evicted or replaced when a cache miss occurs, and a new block needs to be brought in. The first replacement method, we shall have random replacement. Under this policy, a random cache block is chosen for eviction when a cache miss occurs. So we just choose randomly. It is not that we have to choose this specific block to be put in this one. No, we choose randomly, and one is dropped and another one is stored in the location. Then the second one, we have the least recently used replacement. Least recently used, as you can understand it, the one that you have taken long without using. So that block that you have taken long without using is dropped, and the recently used one will be stored in that specific memory location. Then the third one, we have first in, first out replacement, or FIFO. The one that was first put in, it will remain. The one that comes next, it will be dropped. So that's how I can put it in that way. Then the fourth one, we have the least frequently used replacement. Least frequently used, like the data that you have not been using for a long time, or that you don't use normally. Yeah, the data you don't use normally, or you don't need it many times. You can find like common words you use and is, but there are rare words that you find like you don't have to use it every time you want to use a word boy. So you can find a word boy is dropped in the memory and we map there is, because is always needed or it is frequently used. So that's the simple way I can describe about the least frequently used memory. Thank you for watching. My name is Ainaman Gracious, and I end my presentation here. Thank you for viewing my video. Thank you.